Yeah.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
I'm Ryan, and I'm just trying to be a book bestie.
You are our book bestie, Ryan.
Oh,
Come
good.
on. Hi, everyone. I'm Trisha.
I'm Anna.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Adriana.
And we are My Book Bestie Said It's Good, featuring...
Daggers and Shadow Daddies.
So, sit back, relax, and
Don't
don't
fall
go to
asleep.
prison, because apparently we all do.
Yes, apparently we all go to prison, so don't go to
I
prison.
forgot
didn't
you guys
know.
heard that.
Yes. I didn't know, but apparently, according to Daggers and Shadow Daddies, we are all criminals.
Yes.
I don't know how to feel about that.
But you guys were acquitted, though, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, there's a whole
okay.
backstory there.
Yeah, it's like OJ.
I think there's a cocaine addiction sprinkled in there too.
They beat it. Good for them.
I would love to read our own books.
Yeah, if we live through that, amazing. Yeah, and we're going to talk about The Knight and the Moth. Do you guys remember the book?
I do. I mostly just think about the gargoyle all the time.
Same.
Oh,
He is my favorite, and especially in thinking of some of my favorite quotes, it's pretty much just the gargoyle. He is so lovely.
He's the best. I would reread that book, but only the gargoyles parts.
yeah, he had some great sentences, and it was the most lovable character. I have to agree that he really helped me push through and reach the end. And this is
Yeah.
kind of a hint of how I felt about the book.
Really stoked for book 2, are we?
Yes, you'll be the first in line.
No, no, not at all. But we can get to that later. But Maud was also really nice. Like, you told us this, Ryan, already. She really gave off mommy vibes, and she was also one of my favorite characters. Not you, Rena?
I mean, I have to go with the team and say that I am Team Gargoyle. It's my favorite character. I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No feelings about Maud?
I mean, she plays a good villain. That's all I can say.
Oh. What?
You're saying
Maud.
Moth or the Moth?
No, Maud.
Oh, man. I was like, oh, no, she got something totally different out of this book than I did. How did I miss it?
I love the Moth. She was so evil. Girl boss goals.
She's got real mommy vibes, indeed.
Yeah, mommy of all the others. Yeah.
That's why I thought you were talking about her, because she has like this mommy. And
Yeah.
I think in one of your episodes, you also say that she has this. You imagine this person as someone who is sexy. I don't remember which character is it. And that's when you said mommy. I was like, oh, it's her. It's the abbess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was imagining the abbess as this smoking hot, like, older woman from The Witcher. There's the TV show, and she is a smoke show, and she is probably the only woman me and Ryan agreed on was a 10 out of 10. And that is how I imagined her. And she is evil in The Witcher also, so it was so perfect having her.
I feel like we're really selling Audrey Hepburn short.
What?
Audrey Hepburn was also a 10 out of 10. That doesn't matter here. Regardless.
I think The Witcher, I think Henry Cavill automatically. I can't.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Don't remember anything else. Don't ask me the color of anything in that show. I'm just a
That was-
girl. Yeah.
Just a girl. And I think there was another season with another Witcher. I never watched it.
I remember
not
they were
Henry
talking
Cavill.
about making it with Liam Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I was like, no.
I don't know if they did it.
I don't think
No, I
they
think
did
they
either.
did. I think they did. I just don't think anybody watched it.
Oh.
Because I'm
Yeah,
pretty
of
sure it was like the
course.
4th season or something, and everybody was like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
We don't need any more of this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
To be fair,
I'm sorry.
how handsome is Henry Cavill? Where he makes Liam Hemsworth seem like somebody not worth watching. That's
Right?
Wow.
It's not fair. You should leave
No.
something for the other men. It's not fair.
It is absolutely ridiculous. I agree.
You should start a podcast about it.
Just, Henry Cavill, get the fuck out. That's all it's going to be called. Ooh,
But-
dang it. Sorry. I was going to do better with swear words, guys.
It's fine, don't
feel
worry.
free. Feel free, really.
Eventually, I want to learn what your swear words are so I can incorporate them in our episode, and maybe it wouldn't even be flagged as explicit.
No, it would
Ooh.
still be explicit.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I don't understand how things work.
Just even how our whole entire thing on the Night in the Moth, we thought that the spicy scene wasn't spicy because we forgot it, and we couldn't determine if it was us who was the problem or if if the book was just not spicy. No, we're the problem. We've been in this for a year now and desensitized that we completely glossed over the spicy scene in this book.
You know what? I completely agree that it wasn't that good. I don't really remember it very well either. So
Yeah, I hardly remembered it. We finished the book and we're like, wait a minute, was there a sex scene? And there was, but it was just nothing, I guess, as far as memorable.
If you want my 2 cents, I really liked the scene actually. Like, I'm not saying it's the most sexy, smutty thing I've ever read, but I liked that it was kind of emotional. So, and I like the writing and the descriptions, and also him seeing like her eyes or lack of. Uh, and I actually, I mean, it's as memorable as everything else. Like I always forget after I read stuff, but I thought it was a good one. Like honestly, it was okay for me. Yeah.
I like that I felt like I could recommend the book to others and that they wouldn't look at me weird. Like they might a little bit, like introducing your sister to this book because she doesn't read anything like this genre or obviously worse.
This man's got a fetish for women without eyeballs. I don't know, man. If you market this the wrong way.
Well, I was ready to take it to your grandma's house too. Be like, Grandma, we just finished this book. It's really great.
You know what? Fair.
I mean, knowing what the grandma reads now.
Exactly. We've gone through
It's not that
several of her
bad.
books.
She's going to throw it back at us, be like, this is too soft. Get it out of here.
Yeah, this is not for me.
Give me some actual smut. What is this? I felt in general that the romance wasn't that amazing. I didn't feel this true romance connection between them. But maybe I was the problem because I know that Rena liked it. Am I the problem?
I mean, maybe.
I'm also the problem because it wasn't my favorite romance ever. I see the connection a little bit. And I see the potential of the
Yeah.
romance.
But it seemed to kind
However-
of quick, right?
Yes.
Is it just me?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I completely agree. It was a bit too quick, and I had a theory that I still don't know if it's true that they were in the same pupil's house. I think that's how they call it, but I still am not sure of that. So that would justify the quickness, but
Yeah.
otherwise it was too quick.
That she doesn't remember him,
Yes.
but he remembers
Yes.
her. Why wouldn't he say? Like,
I know.
I
But,
know you from
you know.
somewhere. Seen your face before.
I mean, this whole book is why didn't he say? Like the gargoyle didn't say anything until the end.
Yeah.
True.
It's like all
True.
of these sentences was like, Bartholomew, I'm going to tell you this story one day. I'm like, not one day, just do it now.
Yes.
It's like,
We've got a long walk. We got time to kill, Gargoyle. Let's do it.
exactly. About the romance, I liked it. I agree with you on it was kind of quick in the beginning part, but I liked the earning, and the connection they established with each other. Like I found that very well written, and it had some depth, even though it's not the main plot. I felt like it was still developed enough for me as a reader to like them together.
Yeah. After talking with you guys, I started noticing more Maud and Sigil. And chapter
Sybil?
26, Sybil, thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Maud
here
and
to help.
Sybil. And in chapter 26, I was like, oh, they had this really nice talk together. I was like, wow, now I see it.
Yeah, see?
There really was a lot of intimacy between Sybil and Maud, little pieces here and there, because I'm pretty sure she's the one that brought her the armor, brought her shoes, or made sure the shoes were ordered, helped do the sensitive areas with the wax.
Tongue bathed her.
Nope, that didn't
Oh,
happen.
different thing. Oh, okay. Different book.
And
Sorry.
then the intimate conversation of learning about Maud's past, I think.
I felt that this was more intimate than with the MMC, the main male character. I felt that this intimacy part was lacking in the main romance plot. This is why I was like, Maud,
It
you
was
crazy
all
girl.
lust with Rory and Sybil. And then there
Yeah.
was actual kind of connection between Maud and Sybil. And I
I
thought
think
that
it's
would
a
have been,
bit of a stretch.
listen, compared to which. Okay, all right. All I'm saying is, how much does she really know about Rory from Rory? When she starts kind of like, ooh, hey, look at this guy. She's like, I want to
Yeah.
hit him. And then she's like, but also, I kind of want to grab his wiener. Like, there's not a lot of float there.
It's the teeth for her.
And the earrings.
True.
And the
Fixating on his teeth. Oh my god, I already forgot about that.
and the guy liner. Don't forget the
So
guy
So much
liner.
guy liner. No, but it's culturally, that's what he's supposed to wear, right? Is what we
No.
got from this. He's a pirate.
No, only during battle. He's the one that puts it on every morning. Everyone else only does it during battle.
I like to think he is like a makeup mirror, like one of the ones that like magnifies things. He's like looking at it, trying to get his lines right, and then he sneezes one time and it's off in the wrong spot, and his day is ruined. He's like, no, I can't be seen like this.
I can totally see that happening actually.
That would be funny.
I just want to say, even in term like related to this, I think they are different types of intimacy. Like it's just, I think with Maud, I'm not saying that she's not a mummy though. So,
You better.
but I think her relationship with her is very like girl coded, like true girl friendships. That's how I don't know. That's the goal. So that's how I saw this scene. I didn't see it as like a I don't know a romantic exchange exactly. While with Rory, yeah, maybe there's not so much. It's different kind of interaction, but you see that there's this yearning and I don't know, like romantic view about him.
I think she sees him in a very romanticized way from the beginning because she likes him. That's what I was going to say.
I don't necessarily agree that she romanticizes him from the beginning. I think she has lust from the beginning when he's smoking and he's half naked. But
Now I have
Yep.
this build in my this image in my head.
but otherwise she's like, ugh, I hate this guy.
Okay.
Or more, I hate the fact that he hates me.
That too.
I hate that I like you.
Yeah.
It could be the hidden side, yeah.
The 7
Isn't
things
that
I hate
kind of
about
the
you
idea?
song.
Like they're always like those two things are so close together, right? To have extreme feelings about someone one way or the other is kind of so parallel always. I'd like to go back to one point though, where you're like, hey, she's just a girl's girl. We could argue that the best girl friendships are born of homoerotic tendencies between the two.
Right? I mean,
What could be
look
more
at us.
girl stuff?
I was
Just the three
The
of
same
you
for
sitting
men,
there.
by the way. The
You're
same
not
for
wrong.
men.
My favorite thing to do, I like to flirt with my customers every once in a while. If it's a middle-aged man, first thing you do is you're like, man, you're looking good today. You're so strong. And you just mess with them a little bit.
I love
It makes them, you can determine if they're going to be a fun customer or not right from that moment.
I think what's really great is when they try adding more to the bill and they're trying to tip you. They're like, I don't think you're charging enough. I'm like, I think we're just trying to butter him up here.
Yeah, it works.
But back to the whole Maud and Sybil, it seems to be a lot of this revolving around when Maud got knocked out by like the tree or something like that. I remember she was knocked out, she was injured, she was out for weeks. She wakes up, and I saw it as an intimate scene, like a friendship or Maud accepting Sybil, but I found it so odd that this woman has been injured, knocked out, and she wakes up and all she wants to do is talk about Sybil and her future and her things, rather than it didn't seem like there was much of how are you, Maud? This is all you've missed out on, or things like
They
that.
have a connection.
That's more of a look at me, I'm the main character type
Yeah,
of thing from the author.
It does seem to be a common thread. We started the book that was not recommended by Book Bestie.
Oh, One Dark Window?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we're currently on.
There's a lot of parallels in her writing.
Yeah.
In
That
that
makes
sense,
sense.
the way that the characters are both very. The book is really about that one character, and other people kind of exist outside of that character, but not to any great deep level.
Yeah.
And are you enjoying it?
I am.
Yes,
I'm really
yeah.
loving it. There isn't a gargoyle level fun character,
Yeah.
but it is still I'm so far enjoying it.
Okay.
Yeah. It starts off. It started off really interesting, and then it's still very interesting. But I need a gargoyle. Like, I think that
Don't we
character may
all?
have ruined me for other books. I can't think of another book where there's been as good a side character.
Yeah, I like when there's a character like this, but it also makes me a little bit mad that they put the best characters as sad characters. Why do you do that? You don't want to commit and make a main character that is funny, quirky, and makes everyone, laugh. And this happens in some books, also in romances, not just romanticities. I see this sometimes. Like, be bold. Give me a weird, quirky character.
I don't
Yeah.
think with this background she would be able to be that quirky.
Rory could have been funny, though.
Rory could have been more funny, yes.
I mean, there's self-deprecating jokes as well.
That's true. That's true. But where would you learn them?
He's like a emo knight.
An emo night.
I
Yeah.
imagine him as this emo. I don't know.
He listens to My Chemical Romance. I
Yes,
know.
yes.
Yeah.
Whoa,
For sure.
whoa. Now, where's the problem with that?
I didn't say it was a problem.
Okay.
We like emo.
Okay, I was just going to say, we're going to throw MCR under the bus and all this stuff. I mean, we got to watch where we're at here.
No worries. No worries. But
He
it's
just
kind of
brings-
obvious.
He brings an album cover of AFI and he's like, I want this haircut. Help me. Just in front of his eyes. I want to be mysterious so they don't notice my teeth.
I
So
mean,
cool.
oh my god.
He seems like the type of knight that would be in the back of the pack with his headphones or with his earbuds in, just like, I'm too cool.
Well, he
With the rest
was.
of the group.
He actually was in the beginning. When she sees him for the first time, he was like all the way to the back, separated
Yeah.
from the others.
He was
Right.
too
So-
cool for the rest of the group.
That's awesome. His horse might
Yeah.
have been a better character than he was. Kind of
We
like the
didn't-
horse,
we
too.
didn't get to-
Yeah, same.
The one that ate the apple?
His horse. She was not like, it was a female horse, I guess. And
I
I
don't
remember at some point they are like riding together, and she's not that fast anymore. And he's like, or am I mistaking this with other book?
You're correct.
I just don't remember.
It's been a while.
They're like, the horse is like, hey, I do what I want in my own time.
Exactly.
I was gonna say this horse was written like Roach from The Witcher again. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep making these references. It was a personality where the horse just does its own thing, and you just hope it goes the direction that you want to go.
I want to know favorite characters. I mean, I guess I know.
Gargoyle? Isn't that...
You get 3 guesses.
Yeah.
So the moth.
The
Real
moth.
mommy.
The moth or the moth? Oh my god.
So is it the gargoyle for everyone?
I think so.
Yeah.
Are we all
Yes.
unanimous? Yeah,
Yes.
fuck the other
Yes.
characters.
Yeah,
They
Yep.
suck.
it's the gargoyle
Ah,
for
it's a
sure.
gargoyle.
Yeah.
And now least favorite then.
We need to think about this.
I can start and say that it is the moth.
But she was well written.
I don't think she was that well written.
What?
Wait, we're not talking about the same person, I think.
The evil
The
lady.
abbess.
The,
The
stone
abbess.
lady.
I'm talking about the abbess, yes.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
there wasn't enough background.
Hmm.
I was like, why did you create all of this? I still have that question.
That's
Why did you start
exactly
all
how
of
I
this?
felt.
Yeah.
I could
You
not
are the same
grasp-
person.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
I was just like, this isn't good enough to have this evil plan for centuries.
Yeah.
Centuries of
why
doing
would
this? Like,
you?
What? And this is on my whole least whatever is has to do with the abyss, and that is a whole deal. And I have so many questions for you guys because nobody is talking about her background.
Exactly. Like
It
we don't
makes
understand
no
why.
sense.
We don't understand why she started the whole thing. Why she started by killing them and putting them in the water and making sure that I don't get her motivation still.
Like, why didn't she do it for good if you found out you could revive people and just splash some water at them? Like, look at me. Like, you're still the god of reviving people. You don't have to tell them, but it just, since we're on the topic, I'm diving in. Okay. What is up with this was given a warning on our episode about it, but we know that she was a stillborn in the water and it was brushed over so quickly. And we just move on from it as if that explained everything. And I could not grasp what any of that meant. Why she grew? Ryan assumed that she was raised by a mother and she just had stone eyes as a child as she grew into the abyss. But then that didn't make sense why the mother wasn't the bad woman in the end because her mom would have known about
Nope,
the water
doula,
magic.
water birth. Mom had no idea.
Yeah. Do you guys have an understanding or am I completely off base with this?
I also didn't really understand why everyone else turned into gargoyles or monsters or something. Maybe I didn't read it very well. And she remained this beautiful stone lady.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about it, I'm realizing that there are some plot holes. I was thinking maybe the writer wants to leave it for book 2 or something. So, but no,
Like a
she's
prequel.
dead. Or that. But yeah, she's dead now, so it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, those were my two biggest questions. Also, like, why did she have like stone skin, but yet all of the oarsmen, the ardent, whatever, they seem to be more human except for their eyes.
I'm assuming it could be because she's near the water every day, or she may consume the water every day.
Yeah, she uses it more.
Yeah.
When I read this, what I thought was like, you know, what is actually magical is not her; it's the spring.
Yeah.
And I thought that she came from the spring. So whatever magic the spring has, well, let's say that she was adopted by the spring.
She's an extension of the magic of the spring.
Exactly. So when I read that, that's what I thought, and that's why I also think that she's different because she's like an extension. So she's not like the others.
She's not like the other stone people.
Exactly.
She's special.
Rory and her are just very special.
Just two special emo kids.
Yes. This might be my memory failing, but do we ever find out what they do with the water, as what the king does with the water that he stole?
Yes, that's the
don't
bait
remember.
they use. So the initial bit of water they steal is bait for all of the what are they called again?
The omens.
Figures. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, for the omens, and then after they've killed off the abyss, they fill in the pond, the spring, basically cover it with water.
But I would say this is a good question in the sense of every time they baited an omen with the water, they would grab the water, and I was like, okay, then how did you get it back and put it another one for the next omen? So it's not like it's not a bad question because I also thought like, are you getting the same one or did you steal more or?
Yeah, did they keep any?
That's a fair point too. Because also, how are they getting it back? The omens are taking it and then going away. But the omens, whenever they're given the option to try blood or something that has the water in it, they're not exactly like, well, I'll come back to this later. They're immediately partaking. No, that's a really good point.
I was under the assumption that they took so much that they could use it at each of their little quests with the omens. But I also am wondering if in book 2, if Benji's grandpa is actually alive because he did so much research that he figured out the spring water, and that if they took some water back to him if he's still alive secretly.
Oh, that's a
I
good
don't know.
idea.
Wow.
I hadn't
Okay.
considered that at all.
Yeah,
But-
Good.
sure.
But
Because
they
he did so much research.
yes, that would make sense. But then, if I'm remembering correctly, they destroyed the walls, and so it also took a bit of the water, right? I don't think he would have allowed that.
Oh, I was saying when they, at the beginning of the book, when they stole water, that would have been when they took it to Grandpa.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying about the end. Didn't they destroy the castle?
Yeah,
the thing.
Yep.
cathedral. Yeah.
Yeah, and on top of the water, because it was inside of the the of the
Cathedral?
thing of the
Yeah.
cathedral. Thank you. So how would they now get water?
They can't.
If they
Exactly.
maintain the water they had,
So
Yeah.
exactly. So if he would need tons of water for his grandpa, he
Yep.
wouldn't destroy it. He would be like, no, let's keep this here so that I
Oh,
can
yeah.
come and have it whenever I want.
Mm-hmm.
well, that's a fair point.
Yeah, he wouldn't be on board with that.
How
Hmm.
will Sybil survive? Isn't she kind of dependent on water now as well?
She will start turning into stone and like the
Mhm.
weird goat-headed lady.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But she won't die. Sorry. It was a really strange character. I feel like if I saw it in real life, I would have nightmares.
The Weaver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Man, I thought
description?
it was so cool. Yeah. It's the first one that was so different.
Mhm.
Everything
Yes,
else
that
was
I
just kind of
liked.
weird people. But this was
Mhm.
a real different kind of assembly
Yeah.
of parts, I guess.
And all
Neat.
because she wasn't feeding off the water or the blood, or unless she has so much water in her blood that she's
Good
fine.
for life.
Yeah.
She's
Lifetime
cool. Don't worry
supply.
about it.
She was the one that drowned the most. So
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fair. All right. I'm
Good.
curious.
Well, one of my other little happily ever after theories was so Sybil, like you guys said, she's going to need the water again in order to not turn into a gargoyle. Rory is on his deathbed. Me and Ryan heavily disagree on this. He's like, he's just injured. He's going to be fine. I thought he was on his deathbed. I thought it was like a close killing blow at the end. And he's going to go drink water so then he doesn't die. And then at the end of the book, they live happily ever after as little gargoyles with Bartholomew.
Oh my
oh,
god, I love that.
I would love that.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
can't-
He
Nice.
thinks it's ridiculous.
I don't think that will happen because when they go away at the end, they call the gargoyle because he's behind. So he's walking. So I think he's fine. But that would
Yeah.
be like really cute.
No, but I'm not gonna read anything else. This is how the story ends. I love
Yeah, that's how it
this.
happens. Rory gets saved with the water, and they're like, we're done drinking this. And then they just turn into gargoyles and have a little gargoyle family.
Again, I like the idea of
Yeah.
this a lot, but I do think back to plot holes. What's happened? How did they get the water? How's Rory going to get to the water now? They just imploded the whole cathedral on it.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
he,
They
With a
still have.
hammer
They
and
still
a-
have.
a
They still
shovel.
have the traps, the bait.
Yeah, the little bit of water, but that's not enough. I don't know. Yeah, but it's going
we need
back
dosing
to favorite-
instructions. That's what we need for this. We need to know how much what the dose needs to be of the water to actually help somebody.
I hope that the author includes this kind of information in the next book. I have so many questions.
Yes, that would be cute.
But back to favorite and least favorite characters. I don't know if I have a one least favorite characters. They were all sort of neutral to me except the gargoyle. So I don't really have a critique. I'm not very fond of them either, so.
I think, I mean, of course, I didn't like the abbess because she's the obvious villain. I mean, she's the villain of the story. But I also think Benji is maybe my least favorite character. Because, I mean, he's just becoming what he's trying to destroy. And I don't like hypocrites.
I think that's well written plot
Yeah, of
or
course,
characters.
yeah.
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 Even though it was obvious.
I'm still hoping for a redemption arc from Benji. I think he's just not loved.
He's just blonde. Ah.
Wow, I
I
don't
was-
feel that attacked. Oh, what the hell? I do feel a little bit attacked.
Oh, you are the only blondie here.
Oh, what the hell, man?
But you are not stuck in a fantasy or romantasy or romance book, so you're fine. You're safe.
Joke's
You're just
on
a
you.
regular dude.
My whole life is a fantasy romance book.
Oh my
Aw.
god. Stop it.
Get a room, guys.
I wanted to introduce our podcast as we were a brother-sister podcast and then see how long into an episode it takes somebody to freak out.
Yes, yes. But yeah, we were battling back and forth when you guys asked, like, oh, how do you want to be introduced? I'm like, we need to do brother-sister duo. And then anyone who goes over to ours and it's just us flirting with each other the entire time. So it ends with us just saying how much we love each other and we're best friends. And they're just like, I guess brothers and sisters can love each other, but I mean,
Not that much. Yes, let's
yeah.
go back to the book.
Yeah,
but-
everybody's least favorite character.
Oh, I would say that mine is the oarsman, in that I thought the inkwell scene was really well done. That when it got to the oarsman, he was just like creepy, but not in a way that, I don't know, it's just a discomfort.
I think a dolphin could have been the oarsman. It's just
Oh.
water was her biggest weakness. She can't swim.
But yeah, that would be my least favorite character as far as how it was written. I like the abbess more as a bad character. I like the inkwell guy more also. And then there wasn't even anyone at the chime one. It was just somebody hanging out there. And it was just like
That was
floating
not the way
around.
that was described. There's somebody that hangs out in the woods.
Well, they weren't like a bad person. They just were,
No,
I don't know,
okay.
holding it.
All right, fair.
I had a decision. I don't really like Robbie. Robbie. Is it Rory? Sorry,
Rory.
I don't really like. Yeah, I think I
I
made a
actually
decision. I don't really
went
like
right where you
Rory.
were at. When you said Robbie, I was like, yeah, that's our guy. You're killing it.
I don't know. He didn't make me feel things. That's it. I thought he was okay.
I think he was really funny and flirty. He made me feel things.
I heard better. I don't know. I'm not convinced.
Now that we're in One Dark Window, that I feel the same way. I think that Raven is a better written character so far than Rory was. But then when it comes to side characters, it's like this nice balance between the books.
I also had a problem because of Rory Gilmore from the Gilmore Girls. And it took me a while to not make that connection.
Is that the curly-haired one or the straight-haired one?
Both.
They both have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I saw like an episode of this a long time ago. They're sisters, correct?
Yes. No.
Or mother and daughter?
Sorry. Yes, mother and daughter. They're so close. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the mother, is that one Rory Gilmore, or is that the other one?
Both.
one is
They're
Rory?
both called.
They have the same name.
Yes, they have
What?
the same name. Yes.
Yeah.
That explains the confusion.
But,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, this show. I don't understand.
Rory in my head is this show, right?
Okay,
And then comes
alright.
this guy, and I'm just confused.
He's the third Gilmore Girl. Also, ironically, his mom did not want to raise him.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Who is your least favorite character, Ryan?
Sybil.
Yeah.
Sybil is my least
We
favorite
had to act
character.
surprised.
Yeah, quick, everybody go, what? No way.
What?
What?
For the
Thanks,
YouTube short.
guys.
No way.
Oh.
What? What a surprise.
And it's not because Sybil isn't written well. I think Sybil's written fine. I just think that she was written well into being a character that I didn't enjoy as much. There was a lot of meat on the table for her. I didn't see a lot of growth throughout the book. And she's so focused on her own journey through absolutely everything.
Not a lot of growth. She deconstructed from a whole religion.
It would be like, okay, as little, again, behind the scenes here, I'm not religious. More power to everybody that does have it. If God came down and smacked me across the face, I would probably be like, hey, I think there might be something to this. That's literally
you're
what
saying
happens.
that it was so easy for her to deconstruct that it wasn't gross.
She was provided evidence on every level that her thing was bullshit, and it still took her half of the whole book to get there.
I see what you're saying. All right.
Like, this isn't like she grew. It was like she was forced. Like, it was a force feeding of facts that eventually she could not deny. She was sort of an asshole to everybody, other than Rory when she finally decided that he was worth her not being an asshole to, which really in the later part of the book, she doesn't appreciate the gargoyle until she thinks he's going to be gone.
That's probably where all your hostility is how she treated the gargoyle throughout all this.
Well, all I'm saying is she didn't earn a lot of good favor. She could have been. It's not that she's, like I said, she's not poorly written. She just isn't written in a way that I enjoyed her.
And she wasn't an asshole to Rory because she had second interests. Like, she wanted to get in his pants.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. That's why she was okay with him.
She even kind of struggled with that. She was still an asshole to him until she was like very sure that the only way to get into his pants was to kind of accept something outside of her own idea. Because she started off not nice to him either.
Even the compliment, even the teeth thing.
Yeah.
Come on.
How unique your mouth is.
Yeah. I love how your teeth are all fucked up.
This is all I've been
Okay,
waiting to
thank
hear from Adri for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that though. Like, she's also not my favorite FMC, but I think at the same time it might be refreshing how she is, in the sense that in other books it's always like, I don't know, FMCs are portrayed in a very like I don't know, romanticized way, or like they're really good or really powerful, and here we see a character that was like manipulated and she's trying to come to terms with that. Yeah, she's still an asshole though, but I found it good in terms of she's different.
You just reminded me of a scene that I don't think I've ever read in a book. It was when she got her period.
Yes.
And she was in the forest. And she was just leaving blood. And Rory found her through that blood.
I'm so glad you brought this
How did I
up.
miss this?
Honestly, I love that she felt empowered enough to just free bleed her way right through the forest. Two things are very shocking to me. Number one, that Rory is just like, I'd know that pH balance anyway. And he's just traipsing his way through, bloodhounding his way to her, which is great. But also, there are no bears in the woods.
Well, he kind of warns her of that. You
And
shouldn't
sprites.
be bleeding out here in the woods at night.
And she's like, oh, yeah, thanks for the advice. You got a tampon on you, buddy? Like, just nothing.
It just makes me think that that's probably what was happening in the cathedral. They were just bleeding like that. I mean,
Exactly
they were
what
walking
I thought.
barefoot.
I'm
It's
just,
the whole.
I mean, she has water in that period blood. And she could have a really strange relationship with an omen. That's all that I have to say.
Oh, this is how she brings Rory back to life. Just, she's like, you're sick, it's that time.
Well, and I think when we were talking about it, we couldn't remember what order things happened in. But the order in which it happened in our minds was she's free bleeding down the road, has this whole flirty conversation or whatever with Rory, and then it's like a chapter or two later that he's fingering her and he uses the same hand and puts it in her mouth, and I'm like, I thought she was bleeding still. No, I think she's done. But yeah, like,
She's used to blood in her mouth,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
She's like, I gotta try my own brand. Thank you, sir. Yeah, what a
I'm
bold
sorry
move
for
on
the
his part.
images.
Also, her first actual sexual experience.
Her first
Right?
orgasm, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
That's what it was.
She'd been disappointed prior to this, but
Yep.
now...
Yes. With the
Yeah.
visitors to the cathedral.
Her first time
So funny.
unraveling.
Can you imagine? You've got this roving gang of travelers that are just kind of fucking people as they go, right? But they're all so inefficient at it that they can't even make this poor woman get to where she needs to go. They're just like, yeah, no, I've been waiting for this my whole life. You just go rub on that tree when we're done. Maybe you can get yourself somewhere. Like, what do you want? I don't understand this. The
And they're
only
like
man
the
that knows.
diviners. Wouldn't they feel sort of feel good that they made the diviners
Yeah, that's
Yes.
exactly it.
speak?
Can
Yes.
you imagine? Like, you have, I don't know, just you're like, okay, we're gonna shoot for the stars. I'm going for that woman there. Oh, what's your game plan? I'm just gonna disappoint her so hard she's gonna think she's asexual. What the fuck?
There's at some point, I think she says that she can never achieve it because she doesn't feel anything about these people. Or am I mistaken? Like, yeah, after she has this encounter with like the first knight, I forgot his name. So I always thought that it's also not only about him, but about her as well, because she cannot create connections with people.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I think you're probably right, but she's not a scientist. I mean, enough experimentation, you'll figure out that there's some stuff that's just mechanical. Like, you can get there.
I think in the end, she was just not that much into it. Like, to be
Yeah,
honest.
she was
Enough
craving
to-
connection.
Yeah, more than maybe reaching, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But not now. Now that she's experienced the unraveling.
So, what was your general review of the book? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
How much did you rate it from either 0 to 5 or 0 to 10? I don't know how you guys usually do your rating.
However you rate it.
Yeah.
When we met with you guys and did our episode, we were 75% of the way through, and I was all about 5 stars. Loving it,
Mhm.
loving the writing, enjoying every bit of it. Even when making fun of it, it was still a lot of fun and having fun with the book. Then Ryan made a comment like, how can you rate a book so early? What if there's a problem in the last 25%? I'm like, that's just not possible. And then we get the Abbess's backstory, and it just was so unsatisfying to me that I felt like I wanted to bring it down 0.5. So I think I ended on 4.5. And I rate books really high. It's just the vibes. Did I have a good time? Did I have a good time reading it with him? And that whole experience, 5 stars, just down 0.5 for the odd backstory of the Abbess that I just couldn't get past. It just did not make sense, especially with the aging of characters. I just wasn't grasping how she aged. They must age. I don't know. So yeah, that's my rating.
I also rated it 4.5 stars.
You guys.
Same person.
Yeah. Wild. Holy smokes.
I agree with the Abbess reference that we don't get enough information about her. I would have liked to know more. And as we discussed here, there were some gaps that could have been covered.
I think I gave it a 4, a 3.75 individually. I really, really, really had fun with the book. It would have been like a 3-star for me because otherwise it's the same formula as every other one, right? To an extent, they're formulaic, and that's good. That's why people read them. They want that formula. So wonderful. It's just not my favorite. And I think the gargoyle was the biggest thing that bumped it up. It's the first sense of comic relief that I've enjoyed since Fourth Wing, where, you know, we have Riddick in Fourth Wing. Spoilers for those people. Fun character. The gargoyle is 10 times as good as Riddick is. Like,
Is it as good
really-
as Tern?
Yeah. The gargoyle is my favorite character in any book we've read for any of this. I think I landed somewhere around 3.75 or 4 stars.
Yeah, because
It
I
was
think
pretty
we
good.
ended up giving it 4.25 as an in between yours and mine.
And I would say the worst parts of this book were not as bad as some of the other stuff that I've kind of let go in
Oh,
other
no,
books.
I forced it up higher. We're at 4.5 when I put on Fable.
Just what was
I
your
didn't
rating?
allow yours to be on there.
We see who makes the decisions.
Just the way it should be, right, ladies? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, everyone. I can see that this book is not bad. It's a good book, actually above average from most romanticists that I've read. But I rated this 3.5. And my explanation is the following. I was not into this book at all. I had to force my way through it. It didn't really catch me. It was always neutral. Like I was reading it, I was not disliking it. I was also not really wow, I want to know what's going to happen. So, positives. Writing was really good. I absolutely loved it. In comparison to other books out there, it was that are very popular. It was very good. And I really enjoyed the gargoyle as everyone else. But then I felt the romance was lacking. It was a bit insta lovey. I didn't feel intimacy between the romantic interest and our main character. And while the story was really nice, I felt like the omens part was a bit slow to get through. So all in all, I gave it a 3.5. Also because it's not a because it ends on a cliffhanger. Of course it does because it's a series, but that just really pisses me off. So yeah, I was gonna give it 3.75 as well, and then I was like, nope, don't give me a cliffhanger. And I felt like some things were kind of easy to guess. So that the king was going to betray them. That I don't know. There were some things that were very easy to spot. So I was like, okay, yeah, great.
I only think that I was expecting the king to betray them because of what Rena said in our last
What?
meeting. Because otherwise, I don't think I would have guessed.
But they were at the beach, or before going to the beach, it was like weird and with
Yeah, but that was
someone else.
after.
Yeah, yeah.
That was after our meeting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But like the whole time, I was like, he's blonde, so he's gonna
It's
do.
a given.
Enough with the blonde slander. Enough.
Thanks.
I mean-
Need an advocate over there.
I only picked up on Benji turning when it was the moment that he was knighting
Sybil.
Sybil, when he was knighting her, because it reminded me of like a little brother having a crush on his older sister's best friend moment.
Saved
The
it with
way
best
that
friend
he
there.
looked between the two of them, and it was just like, wait a minute. It's like him having a moment of just, it gave little brother vibes, having a crush on his older sister's best friend and finding out that she now is hanging out with another dude, of like, wait a minute, you were supposed to wait for me type of energy. And it was just the way that scene went, because he is looking between the two of them, and the whole discussion is about Sybil and Rory maintaining eye contact, but then you have just like the 17-year-old boy who's just like, wait a minute, we need to be talking about me for a moment.
It's just Jesse's girl starts playing while he's
Yes.
knighting her. Yeah, right, fair enough.
So that's the only way that I picked up on it, was that little scene right there, because it seemed like, oh, I wonder if he has a crush on her.
Well, I'm still hoping for a redemption arc. We'll see.
I'm hoping so, especially given how young he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
And his motives. I don't know. We'll see.
Would
But
he
what
do a
about you?
Dane?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a Dane moment from 14.
Oh, yes.
I think I rated it like 4 stars. It was enjoyable, but there were some things that, like the plot holes, and that because of them I cannot rate it 5. But I really liked it, and I also like the. Is it like a gothic kind of vibe? I really
Yeah.
appreciate. I really like that vibe, to be honest. Maybe it's the same formula as other romanticises, but I feel like the vibe is a bit different, and I appreciated that. Yeah, and I also like the romance, which also always is an important aspect in my ratings. Yeah, that's it. 4 stars. Like, okay, I would recommend this book, and I had a fun time reading it.
So
ready.
we will be playing a game where each of us has a character, and that character would bring a book for book club. And yeah, each of us chose a book for each character, so I will ask the person to say which character they are representing and then which book they chose.
I'm
Would you-
very curious. Like, I think we have to start with you guys?
I think you should go first. We'll lead into yours before we get into mine.
Okay. I had the gargoyle, and my initial thought would be he would bring a kid's book. And then I kind of thought more about it and what his character was really like. I was like, oh no, he seems like the type that he would go into the Abbess's library, grab a random book, show up to book club, and everyone's just like, oh, okay, you brought that book. The whole book club would wrap up. Everyone's getting ready to leave, and he would bring out like the Abbess's secret journal or something, like just dropping the most lore and just, oh, do you guys, okay, never mind. And we're like, wait. No, you're going to read that one now and tell us about it.
That's true.
That is very gargoyle coded.
Yeah, it's just like, he just seems like the type that he would have just important information and would just wait until the very end to just share it with everybody.
Yeah, right? That's what he did in the book.
Yeah, I thought that was really smart, Adri. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, we should do
Rena?
one of yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rena, do you want to?
I know why you're doing that to me, because I said that Benji is my least favorite character. And he's the one that's...
You
yeah.
got, yeah.
I think Benji would be reading a self-help book on how to be a good king.
How to make friends and influence people. That would be
Yes.
his book.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you guys read that book?
Yes.
Honestly, so funny. I enjoyed that so much.
Really?
Dude, it was
funny?
the dumbest book. Yeah, it's so funny.
10 out of 10, comedy book.
It is.
It was like man finds out about common sense.
Yes. And then it writes it into like 20 chapters.
Yes. Good.
That's what our friend Benji needs, honestly. So I would probably recommend that to him. Like,
Kinging for Dummies. I love it.
Oh, so no one. So you didn't really pick a book, you guys, because I went and searched for
Same.
a certain book.
I also did that.
Okay. So I kind of took Ryan's fanfic idea of Moth being lesbian, and I got us a sapphic book that is called The Headmistress, and it's about the headmistress that has a relationship with a professor, female professor, that is much younger than her, and yeah, in an all-girls school. And she's like a mummy dumb and
What's the name of this book again? Just
for
checking
research
for a friend.
purposes, right? It's called The Headmistress. And it's supposedly really good. I haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna read it.
Short. It's 200 pages.
Yeah, 280 pages. Yeah. And like the headmistress's nickname is the dragon. Not because of fantasy though. It's just because she's like mean and very strict.
Yeah.
But then they end up falling in love. I'm really looking for it. And the plot is not just lust though. The professor is coming back to the school where she had classes to take revenge. I don't know on what though. Something happened there. So
oh, this just
Yeah.
got way more juicy.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Drama.
say, honestly, this sounds like a good read. Let's get into
I
it.
think Maud would be like, yeah,
Yeah, just hinting.
hinting, just yeah, I thought this was interesting.
So I kind of screwed up your question here a little bit
Yeah.
because I came at this a little differently. I think
Okay.
before we even worry about the book that she's bringing, we got to go to how she's getting to the meeting. How's she getting to the book club?
Sybil,
Right.
for your character?
Yeah, for Sybil, sorry. I also got my least favorite character, but that's okay. It's all love here. So when we close our eyes and we think about how Sybil's going to end up there, we hear a helicopter. Woof, 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 woof. It's coming down. It's landing right in the middle of the street. There's cars crashing around because she didn't give a shit about anybody else and where they got to be. We don't even worry about it. She hops out of this helicopter. She's wearing her robes and her eyes are covered. Not that it matters. She's wearing sunglasses even though her eyes are stone. No big deal. She's traipsing up the stairs and the book is big. right? It's 2 feet tall. Well, sorry, centimeters. 32 centimeters tall.
It's like 2 centimeters tall.
No, 32. I'm trying to do some math here. 2.54 centimeters per inch. 12. We're not quite there. We'll call it just under 30 centimeters tall. We'll go with 20 centimeters wide. This is a big old book, right?
Slightly above average.
Just out here to hurt feelings. Ice cold. My regular size books aren't enough. So we see her packing around this big heavy book. She comes into the book club. They didn't even know she wasn't invited. She showed up unannounced, and she slams that bad boy down on a table. Dust is flying. Other books are being strewn about the place. She flops it open, and she says, First Philippians 3:4. Just starts preaching to these people. She brought the Bible.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
She is here to insult those people and save them, even though they don't want it. Now, the important thing is she's taking donations at the end so that she can fly her helicopter to another group of people.
This is all the abbess. This isn't Sybil.
No, this is Sybil, right, guys?
No.
Right, guys?
I see it. I can
Beginning Sybil, not so much end of book Sybil. You know.
I'm with Adriana on this one.
Yeah, that's what the abbess would bring to book club. And she wouldn't have been invited. This whole piece.
Sybil wasn't invited.
Yeah,
Do you remember the story?
Rory would invite Sybil.
And then he wouldn't necessarily regret it, but he would be a little upset with her attitude the whole time she was there.
Fair.
That was as good as my option could be. I was like, I don't know what else she would have read. Toward the end, I don't think she was for reading. I think she was like, no, fuck this. We're done with organizing thought.
How could she read with the?
I mean,
I know.
But she does have pretty extreme glaucoma.
She would. I think she would read the manual of
That's why she
the
smokes.
of the little piece that she uses.
Oh, the hammer and chisel.
Yeah.
She's
really
reading
feel-
How to Stonemason.
I feel like she gives off this overachiever vibe, so she would come with Dostoevsky and pretend she's like really smart and better than everyone else.
I
Like-
love that.
Yeah.
It's just piles of Russian literature that she doesn't understand.
What do you mean? You didn't read the Brothers, whatever it's called?
I had Roderick, and I thought he would bring a book related or a book focused on consent.
Also the Bible? No, I'm just teasing.
No, I
the complete opposite of the Bible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do what they did.
yeah. I think he would bring. It was the only book that I found that was focused on consent. It was Consent Laid Bare: Sex, Entitlement, and the Distortion of Desire by Chanel Contos, which is the founder of Teachers Consent.
Wow.
I think he would bring that and
I
teach
fully
everyone
agree.
consent.
Yep. He would.
I love that he's having an HR meeting with everybody for book club. He's quizzing him at the end. He's like, okay, now if I touch her hand without her consent, is that harassment? And they're like, I think it's fine. I was moving her out of the way of this other thing. No, you ask. So much fun.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I think it fits.
Yeah. He was very focused on having her consent for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And again, to his credit, it's a good idea in real life.
It is. I just felt like the book was a little too. I don't know. I felt like it started giving vampire-y vibes of like asking to enter a home type of thing. Like it was a little bit.
His penis is knocking on the door. He's like, may I enter? It's so funny.
But now that we're
Sex
in,
when she was on her period. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The whole vampire.
It's the whole vampire thing. And so he's tracking her with a blood trail through the forest.
Oh my god.
Rory's actually a pirate vampire. is probably my favorite take from this.
He's a vampire.
Oh, well done. I like it.
Overall, it was a great book. I really loved it.
Yeah. I wanted to say the same, but I was like, it was a
an
book.
adequate book.
It's
was
a
an-
book.
Yes.
It,
It was an
I liked it.
adequate book.
I liked it.
Agreed.
I would probably read the second one and the other series that she has. I'm very curious to read Dark Window now. Because I heard it's like kind of the same vibe, so because I like the vibes of this one, I would like to try that out. And also it's on my shelf at home, so I physically have to read it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will not continue.
You'll hear back from everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll let you know.
Yes. Guys, I hope you had fun with us. It was a pleasure to have you here. And anytime you want, come back. You are our besties.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Thank you guys so much. We had so much fun. I'm
Yes.
sorry I interrupted you.
No, I was just going to thank you guys for letting us join you. Really pumped to be here. It was really great to be able to come back and ask some of these follow-up questions after our last episode together to hear your guys'
Yeah.
thoughts.
I was just excited to see you guys.
Aw.
Aw.
Would you like to let our listeners know how to find you?
Yes.
Pornhub. No, I'm
Nope.
just teasing.
Wrong channel.
Oops. That one cost you $4 a month.
Our podcast is Daggers and Shadow Daddies. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you have podcasts. And we're on Patreon, Instagram, TikTok, and a Fable book club if you'd like to join our book club.
The book club is under Shadow Daddies podcast,
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
Yeah. No, the TikTok and Instagram, though, we're on hiatus through till
Just
winter.
for the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want to do shit outside.
As you should.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for everyone that's listening. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
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 Bye.